All right, third graders, it is time for another investigation from home, but don't worry, at the end of this video, I will show you how you can do this investigation at home by yourselves. I think you will enjoy this investigation, all right? So, I want to show you this tray, right? Can you see this beautiful blue tray? On it, I have four different objects. I have a flat lid right here. I have a graduated cylinder. I have a domed lid. And I have a beaker, all right? Now, how are these objects the same? I have four objects. How are they the same? Any of you know? How might they be different? What's different about each of these four objects? So when water is in a container, the area of water touching the air is its surface area. Each of these different objects has its own different surface area. How much water will be touching the surface of the object? Now, the task we're going to do today is we're going to try and figure out how does the surface area affect the evaporation of a liquid. So, each of these objects has a different surface area. How might the shape and design and the surface area of each object affect the evaporation of liquid in their containers? Okay, so our focus question, the question we're going to try and be answering by the end of our lesson, the focus question is, how does surface area affect evaporation? So you're going to write that in your journal for now, and this is going to take a few days for this investigation to pan out. But at the end, hopefully we're going to be able to answer that focus question. So this is what I'm going to do. I have these four objects and they all are able to have water or a liquid placed inside them. So what I'm going to do is I have a cup of water. To make the variables the same, right, a constant variable, is I'm going to use my syringe and I'm going to measure 25 milliliters of water into each container. 25, I'm using my syringe. It's even, so 25 goes in here. 25 will go into the graduated cylinder. One is very important that we are accurate so that we can get the best results possible. 25 into our dome lid. And 25 milliliters into our flat lid. All right, kiddos, so now I have water into all four of these different containers. What are your predictions? So I'm going to leave this tray out for about 2 to 3 days. I'm going to make sure it has access and is exposed to a lot of sunlight. So what is your prediction as far as evaporation will go? Will all the water evaporate from these dishes and containers at the same time? Will it be different? Why? What is your thought process? What is your prediction? Okay, so what I'm going to do, then we'll put these to the side. I'm going to find a sunny place to leave them for 2 to 3 days, and then we'll come back and I will show the results. But now you might be wondering, how can I do this at home? So at home, you should have plates and bowls. So what I did was I got a plate that has a different surface area from this glass cup. And I also got a little small bowl. And what I would do if I was at home, I would use the syringe that I have. I would measure the same amount of water. So you could use 25 milliliters, you could use 30 milliliters. The only thing that matters is that you use the same amount of water and you place it into each container. And then you find a safe place for it to be for a couple of days to see how much water you can evaporate. And then when we come back, you'll see what part 2 will be for figuring out which container had the most water evaporate from them. So that's how you can do it at home. Just find any household objects that you can use, preferably ones that aren't easily broken, so that if you do get a little clumsy and it falls, it doesn't break, and then you're not, sad or upset. All right? So that is part 1 of our surface area evaporation lesson.